Hey guys, my name is Maggie. Welcome to my channel. This video is sort of a follow-up video to one I made a couple months ago about my autoimmune disorder, I can't even say it, hidradenitis suppurativa. It's very hard to say. That was just kind of an overview of what the disorder is and how it affects people, and I was asked to make a follow-up video on how I personally deal with having it in regards to treatment and care and stuff. So this is what this video is. If you don't care about that, mosey on out. See you later. So just to kind of recap, I get sort of infections or boils or lumps in between my thighs mostly. They're very painful. They can break open and bleed and ooze gross stuff and are super painful. And for a while I was just dealing with it, not even really dealing with it, just kind of ignoring it and crying. And then I did some research, finally found out what it was, and there is something called the autoimmune protocol, I think, which is part of I don't know, like the caveman diet or something. Anyway, basically what it is that you avoid nightshade fruits and vegetables, which are potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant, and any kind of pepper, bell pepper, spicy peppers, sweet peppers, any kind of pepper. And those are seen as like inflammatory foods, so basically if you don't eat them, your body will be less inflamed and you will be better, I guess. So I tried that after like a long time not wanting to, because I was like, I want to eat French fries, I want to eat Mexican food. And I honestly just got to a point where I was like, I will try anything. This summer I just like would try anything. So I tried it for a month, and a month was all it took, and I definitely saw improvement. And I sort of have started incorporating them back into my diet, and I can definitely tell if I've eaten French fries, I will probably get an infection. Whether it's probably not that big, but something will happen. So that's something that worked for me. It might work for you, but there are a lot of different dietary things that can affect HS. Some people cut out dairy and that works for them. Some people cut out gluten and that works for them. It's a stupid process, and it'll take months to see what actually works and doesn't work, but definitely worth trying, in my opinion. So that's sort of prevention. But when I do get a boil or a cyst, a few things would happen. If it is small and still manageable, I'll usually put a waterproof bandage on it immediately, like over the head, because friction really bothers it and can really bring it to a head, and that usually, leads to scarring, and if I can prevent it from, getting to that point, I will. So I usually just stick a waterproof bandage on it and let it chill for like a day or two before I take it off, just kind of let it recede back into my body, because some of them do that. But others, if they kind of form over a day, or if they're just like a really bad big infection, I'll have to bring them to a head. So usually I'll just take a hot rag and kind of do it that way, and then eventually it will burst on its own, and then it's more of like aftercare. And this is where you have to be careful, because you have to make sure everything you have is clean. After using bandages, the waterproof bandages, after this has happened, I used them maybe like under my breast once, and the skin there is really sensitive, and it literally took off my actual skin with the bandage, which left not only an open infection, but then also just open skin, and it's really painful. So I've stopped using just regular bandages for things like that, and I've started using just kind of gauze pads with paper medical tape. And if I have to drain an infection, what I'll usually do is get all that stuff ready, get Neosporin ready, and usually baby wipes. And I'll kind of wipe the area with a baby wipe, and then put a fair amount of Neosporin, and not just any Neosporin. I have found that the Neosporin, I just have this here, but the Neosporin with pain relief is so good for this, because they are very painful, and this will make sure that it heals quicker, scars less, and less pain. So this is good stuff. Anyway, put that on, and then I'll usually put the gauze on and then tape, and then I have to wear usually pants for the next few days just to keep it in place, because it's gonna fall off if I don't wear anything, like if it's just skin to gauze, it won't work. And I'll usually leave it there, change it probably every day, to every, I would say probably every day. And I usually cut the gauze to the shape, to like the size I need, because gauze is expensive, and I don't need like a huge swath of it every time. And I usually just, you know, take care of it like that until eventually it, you know, heals like any other wound would heal. And then I go about my day. My HS is not currently to the point where I need to have surgery or anything drained, because I feel like because I'm trying to manage it as best as I can. Another measure of prevention is a little annoying, but just wearing things in between my legs helps me, like not just wearing like a dress with no shorts underneath or something like that. And I know a lot of people with the underarms, like shaving can cause outbreaks, and certain kinds of deodorant. I've switched to spray deodorant and I have not had an outbreak under my arms since. And I don't usually shave my arms very often either, so I mean, that's just like prevention stuff that you can do based on your preference. But yeah, I mean, it's really just about what's best for you, what dietary things work for you, and you know, what you want. So I hope this video helped someone. The gauze and the tape really changed my life, so maybe try that out if you need some inspiration on how to do that. So that is that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment on how you deal with HS or any tips you have on dealing with outbreaks, and ring the notification bell if you want to know when I post videos all the time. My social media should be on the screen somewhere. You can follow me on all these platforms, and I will see you next time. Bye!